And now we take you live to French Trump's weekly press conference.
As long as it's...
It is I, French Trump. I am here for my French Trump presidential press conference. I will take questions from the press.
Mr. President,
You, right there, yes.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mindy Gold from the Dallas Morning News.
I love Texas, Mindy. I love Texas. Thank you. Go ahead, Mindy.
Thank you,
Ask
Mr.
your
President.
questions. That's a nice shirt you're wearing. Go ahead.
Thank you.
It's tight. I like it like that. It's tight.
Thank you. There is evidence now, sir, that you were told dozens of times throughout January and February in your intelligence briefings that there was a viral outbreak in China and that China was trying not to release all of the numbers and information about it. What do you say to this revelation?
I don't need intelligence briefings. A bunch of people standing in front of my television saying you are so intelligent, Mr. President. I hate intelligence briefings. I do not listen to this. I say, can you move? I can't see who the bachelor is choosing. Oh, he should have gone with the blonde. I pay no attention to intelligence briefings. Next question.
Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tony Romo from ABC News.
Oh, Tony Romo, you're my favorite. Oh, yeah, I cannot go eat at your restaurant right now, but I love it when you deliver for me the antipasteur. Oh, go ahead, Tony Romo.
Thank you, Mr. President. The West Point cadets will be forced to travel back to West Point from all over the country, be tested and quarantined, and of course, some may get sick, all because you want to make a commencement speech at their graduation. Does that seem right to you?
Knock, knock, Tony Romo. Knock, knock. Go ahead. Say who's there.
Who's there, Mr. President?
The Secret Service to change where you are sitting. Next question.
Mr. President.
Yes, thank you. Emmett Manning, New York Newsday. You said the people who know you and know the history of the country say that you are the hardest working president in history. Could you name those people?
What kind of fucking question is that? Yeah, yes, I can name those people. I'm not going to name those people for you, Emmett Manning. Get the Secret Service, move his seat too. Yes, a lot of people say that I'm the hardest working president in history. That is correct. For example, yesterday, I took a phone call and I made a deal. And you know who's... Eric Trump. He knows his story. He says I did that. Next question.
Mr. President.
Probably
tell him with the Seattle Times.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, your governor is a snake. He's like a garden snake. He's a black mamba snake. Yeah, yes, go ahead.
Vice President Pence recently visited the Mayo Clinic, and he wasn't wearing a mask. I was wondering what you thought of that. Is that a good example to set for the American people?
You know, when you go to a place where they make the mayonnaise, it doesn't matter if you wear a mask or not. It's not, it's one guy stirring the mayonnaise. It was fine. It was fine. It didn't matter. I don't know why people made such a big fuss over it. Anytime you visit a factory that makes any kind of condiments, it's fine to not wear a mask. That's not a problem at all. This is a ridiculous question.
I was told that the Mayo Clinic asked him to wear a mask.
He's not going to wear a that makes fucking mayonnaise? What's that? You don't have to wear a mask around mayonnaise. That's absurd. Did you see Senator Mark Warner making a tuna fish sandwich on his video? Did he have a mask on? He was using mayonnaise. No, you do not have to wear a mask around mayonnaise. Next question.
Mr. President.
Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. Tony Romo with ABC News.
Can I have extra cheese, Tony? Can I have some extra cheese? Oh, yeah, go ahead. Ask your question.
Thank you, Mr. President. Some polls are showing Joe Biden in the lead right now with Americans. How do you feel about that?
I don't, you know what, my dick hard dance when I think about coming up behind Joe Biden. I don't, what kind of a question is that? I don't care about polls. I don't care. The polls said that Hillary Clinton was going to beat me. And she would have beaten me, but I had Putin on my side. And this time I have Putin, and I had before also Bibi Netanyahu. And I still have Bibi Netanyahu. And Putin, and we will cheat. It doesn't matter what the polls say, and who answers the polls anyways? Unemployed people. Next question.
Mr. President,
Mr.
a quick
Mr.
follow-up.
President, Mr.
Mr.
President.
Yes,
President.
Little Emmett, yes.
Yes, thank you. A quick follow-up. Biden has not picked a vice president candidate. Who would you recommend for him?
Well, he has not picked, but he is considering the entire Rockettes lineup. He's got all these women, this woman, that woman, this woman, that woman. You know, if you really want to win Joe Biden, I recommend that you select Ivanka. Ivanka Trump would make a wonderful vice president. And this would bring the country together, because who thinks Joe Biden's gonna live more than a year? Nobody. So Ivanka would be the perfect choice, and I will pardon her just before I go off to jail, so she will be available. That's it. I don't want to. Don't even talk to me about Joe Biden. Go away, press. Go away. That's the last question.
This has been a live broadcast of French Trump's weekly press conference.
Starburns Audio, a podcast network.